Our hospital received 3 patients yesterday from the Evergreen High School shootings. As you said, one presented with non-life-threatening injuries and was in stable condition. That patient's not in our care any further. Our second patient who presented in critical condition remains in critical condition. The third patient that we received died of his injuries last night.
How many procedures that patient that you guys have with critical condition, how many procedures have they had and what type of procedures?
I don't want to go into any specifics about the care that's being provided to individuals right now.
And at what time did that second patient, the one with non-life-threatening injuries, stable condition, what time did they leave? This morning, late last night?
It was sometime yesterday evening.
For a level 1 trauma hospital like this, you guys train for active shooting situations. Walk me through that.
Sure. Because these are events that we can't predict and that sometimes they can really overwhelm healthcare systems, we want to be prepared on how we react. So at least a few times a year we do drills to prepare for this. The size of the drill depends on what we're doing each time. Recently we did a large active shooter drill where we had multiple double-digit patients, theoretically present themselves. And it's a way of practicing the stress that the hospital would, have in a moment where we go from normal daily life to all of a sudden a lot of patients are coming in very quickly.
Dr. Blackwood, Carly Moore, Fox 31 here. I was actually a part of the training that took place, and I kind of saw the inner workings of how a training like this goes. What's different from the training to when this is, an actual lives are at stake situation?
Yeah, I think there's always a different feeling you get when it's real versus when it's theoretical. There's especially, when there's minors involved, there's going to be different emotions involved. But our staff trains really well to take care of patients no matter what the occasion. So I felt like we were really well prepared for this, and the staff overall did a great job.
This is a long road for recovery for the patient that's still in your care. What does that recovery look like?
It's hard to say right now. As I've already said, the patient still is dealing with critical injuries, so it's hard to predict.
Can you talk a little bit about those injuries?
I can't talk about the injuries at this time.
Is there anything else that you would like to add that maybe we missed out?
No, I think just reiterating, that St. Anthony's Hospital really responded well to this event. I'm really happy with how the hospital, all services responded.
I also want to ask, just with you guys being the closest Trauma 1 hospital, I mean, it's not that close, to be honest, to Evergreen High School. So in a situation where they're kind of removed, maybe out in the foothills, a situation like this, I mean, when every second counts, do you feel like that time was something that was working against you?
Time always is, especially in trauma patients where there could be bleeding involved. Time makes a big difference. Our EMS crews and Flights for Life does a great job of getting patients here as quickly as possible. That's the key, is getting, care quickly on the scene and then getting patients transported quickly, and I feel like that happened here.
Was Flight for Life used yesterday?
They were.
Thank you so much, Dr. Blackwood.
Thank you, guys.
All right, just got an update from Dr. Brian Blackwood, a trauma doctor at St. Anthony's down in Lakewood. Again, just in case you're joining us, we're understanding one victim with non-life-threatening injuries was just released from care there. Another student victim continues to have critical injuries as of this morning. We're live on continuing our coverage here at Evergreen High School this morning, the site of the latest shooting in our state. It is a very somber morning here in Colorado, of course, dealing with the school shooting that happened yesterday, but as well as conservative activist Charlie Kirk's assassination as well. So we're here live all morning long talking about the victims and how Colorado is coming together in the wake of this tragedy. I do want to go back and tell you some of the details just in case you're joining us right now. This is what we know as of this morning. The shooter was a student at the high school. He died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. 2 other students are injured. One of those students remains in critical condition this morning. Another one saying that that student with non-life-threatening injuries, as we just heard, was just released from care. Students telling CBS Colorado they were at lunch and recess Wednesday afternoon when they heard gunfire and then took cover wherever they could.
Ring the doorbell. Oh, Danny, please. I know these people.
Just a scary situation, as you see right there. A neighbor's Ring camera captured this group of students trying to take refuge from the gunfire. Again, the shooting happened just before 12:30 yesterday. Deputies responded to several 911 calls and made contact with the shooter within 5 minutes. Hundreds of other law enforcement units from all over the Denver metro responded, rushed in to help. Evergreen High School has been closed, or will be closed rather, for the rest of the week. In the meantime, Jefferson County and Conifer districts announced several school closures for today as well. In Jefferson County, they include Bergen Elementary, Evergreen High School, Evergreen Middle, Parmalee Elementary, and Wilmont Elementary, which is right next door to Evergreen High School. In Conifer, Conifer High, Elk Creek Elementary, Marchdale Elementary, West Jefferson Elementary, and West Jefferson Middle are also closed as well. I want to bring in Justin Adams here, joining me with how the community is reacting to this tragedy. We talk about, if you've ever been to Evergreen, you know how tight-knit this community is. And a lot of the businesses, as we talked about, stepped up to help yesterday.
Yeah, there's actually a business that's a mile away from here that opened up their doors just to make sure that those who needed comfort were able to do so. And comfort is one of the main things that happened yesterday as parents were reunified with their kids. And it was very important. Just a simple hug really helped out overall. Your reporter, Tori Mason, spoke with a 14-year-old freshman who was distraught and believed that his friend was one of the victims. Also, a middle school student who has a brother at the high school said she heard about what happened and was too afraid to call him because she was worried that the ring from his phone might put him in more danger. Even more chilling was how one student said that he saw the shooter.
Shot at.
Our group was shot at. There was a guy there. He yelled some things, and he shot at us at least twice. I don't think anyone was injured there, and we all ran to the band room after that and waited there until the police arrived.
Now, Brian, political leaders in our state, they left several different statements, and there's a couple that are on my phone. I'll read them off to you. Governor Jared Polis said, quote, students should be able to attend school safely without fear across our state and nation. Representative Joe Nagu said, quote, horrified by the terrible shooting at Evergreen High School and grateful to law enforcement and first responders for their brave efforts, and that's a sentiment that many of us have as well.
Absolutely, within this community and all over the state. So, Justin, thank you so much. Now,